Today, I explore the vibrant world of total physical response, TPR, in the ESL classroom. In this narrative journey, I share how body and language intertwine to create memorable learning experiences for young learners. Picture a charming elementary classroom filled with bright colors, energetic children, and a teacher whose movements inspire every word. The gentle movements a child uses to mimic a simple greeting or the careful demonstration of a verb allow language to come alive. I recall a moment when I first witnessed TPR, a class erupting with laughter as actions matched newly introduced vocabulary, each movement leaving a lasting impression on eager minds. In this narrative, I invite you to see firsthand how TPR transforms teaching into a dynamic, interactive adventure. Its strength lies in its simplicity, encouraging children to blend physical motion with language development in ways that traditional teaching methods cannot replicate. The power of movement to unlock understanding in language learning is both profound and accessible, providing a bridge for young students to engage naturally and joyfully with ESL education. This script will journey through theoretical insights and practical examples, revealing the creative spirit of TPR throughout every lesson. Thus, it sparks boundless curiosity everywhere. Total physical response, known simply as TPR, is based on the principle that language learning is most effective when it is paired with bodily motion. The origins of TPR trace back to observations of young children naturally learning to speak by imitating the movements they see. Researchers identified that actions paired with spoken words create a multi-sensory memory trace that enhances retention and understanding. In its early days, TPR was developed as an innovative method to reduce the anxiety often felt by students when learning new languages. Educators found that when learners physically engage with language, stressful mental overload is minimized, allowing for more natural accumulation of vocabulary and phrases. This method integrates kinesthetic actions, meaning that every new word is linked with a physical response, making the abstract tangible. The approach defies the traditional notion that language study must begin with reading and writing, instead embracing the way our brains naturally learn from the environment. Historical classroom experiments and modern research further validate that TPR not only improves memory, but also fosters a joyful and less pressurized environment. The method's primary strength is its ability to transform learning into a playful, interactive, and cooperative process. As the teacher demonstrates with animated gestures, students can mirror the actions, forging a direct connection between language and its meaning. In effect, TPR transforms the classroom into a dynamic stage of physical expression and cognitive growth. The research underpinning TPR emphasizes that movement and language are intertwined in the human experience, making TPR an indispensable addition to modern ESL teaching strategies. Moreover, research shows that combining movement with speech activates neural pathways crucial for memory. This blend of action and language invites a richer, more intuitive learning experience, paving the way for exponential language retention and comprehension, enhancing every lesson with impact, truly. One lively morning, I arrived at an ESL classroom brimming with energy and bright anticipation. The room, decorated with colorful posters and inspiring images, immediately conveyed a sense of welcoming vibrancy. Children gathered in neatly arranged groups, their eyes sparkling with curiosity, as the teacher prepared innovative TPR activities for the day. The teacher began by introducing simple commands with accompanying gestures, a sweeping motion for sit, a gentle wave for hello, and a joyful jump for excited. The atmosphere was charged with playful movement as everyone participated wholeheartedly. As the lesson unfolded, every word was matched by well-practiced gestures that allowed the students to absorb the language intuitively. I observed a young student, Ellie, who initially hesitated, yet soon became immersed in the rhythm of the movement. Her tentative steps gradually transformed into confident actions as she mimicked the teacher with growing enthusiasm. The structured yet free-flowing activities allowed all the children to express themselves physically, reinforcing their new vocabulary with each action. The classroom became a stage where language was not merely heard, but experienced. Each gesture was a story, and every movement a step toward language mastery. In the corner, a small group played an improvised game resembling Simon Says, where they effortlessly switched roles between leader and follower, a perfect example of cooperative learning in action. The teacher artfully balanced instruction with fun, ensuring that every child received support, encouragement, and plenty of opportunities to practice. Throughout this dynamic session, I noted the smiles, the laughter, and the collective energy that underscored how TPR could transform a routine lesson into a lively celebration of language. It was evident that the intertwining of physical movement with spoken words created an immersive educational experience. Such a method not only entertains, but also roots language deeply in the learner's memory, making every class session both empowering and unforgettable. The day epitomized the refreshing fusion of movement and language, embodying the very essence of TPR in the ESL journey. After the session, I observed lingering echoes of animated gestures as students remained engaged with their favorite movements. The teacher's careful coordination was evident in every act, transforming simple actions into expressions of understanding. The vibrant energy, paired with spontaneous smiles and confident gestures, underscored that these moments were far more than lessons. They were joyful, transformative experiences that nurtured both language skills and self-assurance, enriching every learner's journey, truly inspiring growth. Within the classroom, several lesson plans vividly illustrate the practical application of TPR. One such lesson centers on action verbs. The teacher begins by selecting a handful of energetic verbs such as run, jump, wave, and clap. With deliberate clarity, the teacher demonstrates each verb slowly, first showing the precise movement and then inviting the entire class to mirror the actions. The children eagerly mimic the gestures, their arms and legs moving in unison, transforming abstract words into physical realities. In one memorable instance, a student named Lucas, initially tentative, confidently performed a lively jump when the word hop was introduced, igniting cheers and enthusiastic clapping across the room. Another lesson emphasizes vocabulary building through classroom objects. The teacher selects items from a table, a vibrant red apple, a shiny blue pen, and a sturdy book, and assigns each object a unique gesture. With a gentle tone, the teacher explains that touching an object while saying its name creates a bond between the sense of touch and the spoken word. The students quickly grasp this concept, moving around the room to find the objects and practicing the corresponding actions. Their interactive exploration turns the process of vocabulary acquisition into a mini adventure, where every successful match is celebrated with broad smiles and gestures of high fives exchanged between friends. A creative game-based activity reinforces TPR principles further. In a twist on the classic Simon Says, the teacher leads an engaging game where commands alternate between familiar gestures and new phrases. The students become fully absorbed, carefully listening and watching as the teacher alternates commands. One unexpected moment arises when a mischievous student adds an imaginative flourish to the action, causing an eruption of laughter among peers and further motivating the other children to participate without hesitation. The teacher skillfully uses this spontaneous energy, seamlessly weaving in corrections and praise to ensure that the learning objectives are met while maintaining the playful spirit of the game. In this dynamic environment, every lesson becomes an interactive performance that blends cognitive learning with physical movement. The children are not mere passive recipients. They are active co-creators of their learning experience. The teacher's gestures serve as a bridge between words and meanings, forging durable connections that traditional lecturing methods struggle to establish. This approach also diminishes the fear often associated with mispronunciation or misunderstanding, as the focus shifts from perfect speech to genuine engagement and fun articulation of movements. Every detailed lesson example shows that TPR is more than a teaching technique. It is a transformative tool that redefines the boundaries of language learning. The tangible connection between movement and word, as seen through the students' delighted expressions and interactive participation, reinforces the belief that language can be learned most effectively when it is experienced rather than only heard. These practical examples affirm that incorporating TPR in the classroom creates an atmosphere where learning is lively, collaborative, and most importantly, memorable. Clearly, every creative approach demonstrates the profound impact of TPR on transforming educational experiences into lifelong, unforgettable memories. Observing the classroom unfolds a clear picture of the extraordinary benefits TPR offers young learners. This method resonates with children by aligning with their natural propensity for movement and play. When physical actions become synonymous with words, children experience language in a way that is both engaging and deeply memorable. The integration of TPR reduces anxiety caused by the pressures of traditional language instruction, replacing stress with enthusiasm. It empowers shy students to participate actively, as each gesture provides a safe opportunity to express and experiment with new vocabulary. Furthermore, TPR nurtures a sense of belonging within the classroom. Each movement reinforces cognitive connections and provides instant, tangible feedback that builds confidence. With every action, the abstract becomes observable, grounding language learning in real, everyday experiences. Educators report significant improvements in both comprehension and retention, underscoring that TPR transforms lessons into playful explorations rather than rote memorization. The fusion of physicality and language promotes natural, intuitive learning, making TPR an invaluable tool for younger children who thrive on energy and interaction. This method, balancing fun with educational rigor, not only enhances linguistic skills but also cultivates creativity and self-expression, essentials for holistic development in a globalized world. Truly transformative outcomes. Reflecting on these experiences, it is clear that TPR holds transformative power in ESL education. The journey through dynamic actions and interactive engagements shows that language is not only learned but also lived. Every movement connects words to meaning, enhancing retention and instilling confidence. This narrative underscores the creativity and joy infused into classrooms through TPR. I encourage educators everywhere to adopt this method, embracing its lively spirit and proven results. The evidence is in the radiant smiles and confident strides of young learners. Let TPR spark a lasting passion for language learning in every classroom. Embrace change now together.